who's in charge of the policy in Ukraine, and
Yeah.
is he still Antony Blinken, or somebody is Pentagon is deciding about these things?
I don't have a clue. I mean, that's that is a question I think every major country in the world is wondering. Who's running Washington? It's not Joe Biden, you know. And so, is it Jake Sullivan? Is it Blinken? Is it Lloyd Austin? Yeah, do they sit around and have arguments and vote and see who's got the majority? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It appears that in this last round, what happened last week this time. So if you go back a week ago Wednesday, what we had was leaks coming out of Washington and London that they were going to give the green light to Ukraine to use, missiles to strike deep into Russia. So that it looked like it was good to go. I mean, we had Congressman Michael McCall, who's a Republican, but he was saying, "Oh yeah, he's heard that that's what's going to happen." Okay, and he'd been pressing for this in congressional hearings anyway. Then on Thursday, you had Vladimir Putin come out and make his statement that, hey, these missile attacks would be considered an act of war. Now, have you had Gilbert Doctorow on your show?
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I heard him yesterday on Judge Napolitano, and the man, frankly, is just so wrong. It's impossible to begin. He was making this line of argument that, oh, this wasn't a big signal by Putin. He's just playing to a political audience. It was meaningless. Bullshit. It wasn't just Putin that said it. Then after Putin said it, you had Ambassador Nebenzia at the United Nations say it in a more stark sense. You had Foreign Minister Lavrov say it. You had Deputy Foreign Minister Rybkov say it, and you had the Russian ambassador to the United States say it. Whenever you get the top echelon of the foreign ministry of Russia coming out and hammering on a point that Putin said, you better damn well take it seriously. And apparently, someone at the Pentagon at least picked up on it, because when Keir Starmer and David Lammy, his foreign secretary, when they showed up in Washington and had that meeting with Biden, Biden was the cranky old man. He's yelling at the reporters. He's like that guy yelling, "Hey, get off my lawn!" I guess Biden was not happy that they were being forced to back down, but apparently the reports are, and I don't have any way to confirm it, that Lloyd Austin weighed in and said, no, you're not going to do this. Now, the other reason I bring up Doctorow, when he told Napolitano that the United States got something new with this JASSM missile that can shoot 1,500 kilometers into 1,500 miles into Russia. No, look it up at Wikipedia. The maximum range of the most sophisticated there are at least three variants of the JSAM, and it is 500 miles. Big difference. Now, a JSAM, if they had agreed to use the most advanced JSAM, which I do not believe the United States was going to do, that could have reached Moscow. But the regular JSAM that is more widely available right now, it can go out to about 300 miles. So if you look at the distance from Kursk up to Moscow, that's over 400 miles. So it's just to illustrate that this decision to put in place to green light strikes deeper into Russia, none of the weapon systems really are capable of hitting St. Petersburg, Russia, other than drones. And the Russians didn't draw a red line in the sand on drones. They didn't say, hey, you hit us with drones, we're going to take that as an act of war. But the targeting that comes with the use of the missiles, because the missiles also, there's in some cases, could be equipped with a nuclear warhead. That's the concern.
Yeah, because it seems that during this conflict, Putin did everything in order to reduce the casualties on the Russian part.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If they do that, if they send these long-range missiles to Ukraine, hitting deep into the Russian territory, that would make some sort of huge problems within the society, because we know that how sensitive Putin is toward this type of attacks, and they may kill a lot of people with these attacks.
We do have the history of war.